I was lucky enough to get Duncan in a lottery draw, a very early number. And I was here for 6 weeks, and I followed a family doctor around for that period of time, and I was so impressed by what a congenial medical community it was.
The best part of the physicians' culture in the Valley, I would say, that is collegiality. They were so open when my wife and I arrived here in this valley. They always make us feel welcome.
As a new grad coming into here, it was kind of an amazing experience for me because I was able to come from my medical student perspective onto a new family practice grad, and it's a big transition, and I was able to get a huge amount of support on a daily basis.
The clinic that I first started in, the physician who I was locuming for made me up a kit, so I knew who was who to contact for what community resources there were. When I was doing rounds in the hospital, everyone was really friendly.
We have very good communication between physicians and family physicians and specialty groups. There's a strong sense of community within the medical society here.
I love the collegiality of everybody working all together. So it's a very interprofessional clinic, and I think we provide a really high level of care because we're able to work with nurses as well as the doctors all together.
The beauty of working here is you have backup as a specialist. You can do radical prostatectomies here in the Cowichan Valley, can do the bigger stuff down in Victoria. The unique thing about here is the family doctors that are full service follow their patients in the hospital. So I don't have to worry about the medications, the heart problems, things like that. It's great for patient continuity of care when they see their doctor every day coming in.
Our hospital, I think, is a unique size. We're not big enough that things becoming personal. We're small enough that we have all the supportive services we need, but that we all know each other on a first-name basis.
There's an openness to change, an openness to try new things, and having worked in other communities where that hasn't been there, it's been very refreshing, and it's inspiring just to keep going and to try and keep working to better our community.
What I find inspirational about working here is the quality of the medicine practiced by everybody in the Valley is really very good. So we have a very good range of specialists, all of whom do an excellent job.
What inspires me about the work here is a variety of patients as you get anywhere. Enjoy working with a fairly large and diverse First Nations population. I actually work in a clinic on one of the reserves as well. And I have the opportunity to get to know that community and be involved in some of their cultural things, as well as just developing relationships of trust in that community.
As a family physician, it gives you the opportunity to do a full scope of family practice. If you want, you're able to do maternity work. I did do the emergency department for 25 years. You can do hospital work as well.
The Cowichan community is great in terms of where the whole community comes together to address health issues. So not just those directly involved in healthcare, but the community as a whole has a vested interest in being a healthy community. So there's a group called Our Cowichan, which does a lot of work both in assessing the needs of the community and trying various ways of meeting those needs. So on a much broader spectrum, say other than just from a doctor perspective, but in terms of other allied health professionals, but also lay people.
I love being a locum in this area because I'm able to provide full service care and still be a GP locum. So most doctors that I locum for have hospital privileges, so I'm able to still kind of do all the pieces together of doing hospital work in the morning and then office work in the rest of the day, as well as fitting in my maternity work. The maternity clinic is a group of 7 physicians, and we do a shared model of care with nurses, colleagues, as well as us. And it provides GP care for maternity patients.
When I moved to Cowichan Valley, my kids were still quite young, so for personal reasons I had chosen to do locums, and because I've enjoyed doing locums, I've remained doing so. It has allowed me flexibility so I can pursue other interests like geriatrics, psychiatry and long-term care. I like doing residential care, and also with the diabetes education, it's given me the flexibility.
If I was going to tell other locums why they should work here, I would say that it's a great place to work. There's a huge amount of support throughout and a huge amount of mentorship, and I've been very well supported as I've kind of come into my own as a family doctor.
It's a great place to work because there's also lots of things to do outside of medicine.
Working in the Cowichan Valley, it's it's giving me, or it's allowing me to have a nice and balanced, lifestyle. I have enough time for my family.